When we talk about donor management, an important ingredient is how you're able to allocate the gifts that are received by an organization towards your accounting units or your funds. So let's take a look at how the KELL Smart Pack FundAllocations addresses this. First, you start out with a bunch of funds. You can have as many of these as you want. You can create new funds on the fly, and you'll pick one of them to be your default fund. In this case, we have default as unrestricted. Let's take a look at one of these specific funds in a little bit more detail. Here we have the Animal Hospital Fund. Notice that we've made this one active. It's not the default, and if we wanted to customize this further, we could set a financial goal or even associate it with a specific project. Currently, there have been no gifts that have received in accordance to this fund, and therefore no allocations made to it. We can even nest funds together and have child funds and parent funds as necessary. Now let's take a look at a campaign. On this particular campaign called Save the Animals, we've chosen to have the Animal Hospital Fund be the default fund for that campaign. That means that any gift that comes in associated with this campaign will apply those funds towards the Animal Hospital Fund. Let's see that in action. First, we're going to start with a $100 gift from Emilia Crawford. We're going to close it as of today, and in this case, we're not going to choose a campaign and we're not going to choose a primary fund. We're going to mark this as received, and we'll go ahead and click Save. Now here we can see that FundAllocations has automatically assigned the unrestricted fund to this particular gift because that's the default. If no other options are chosen, it applies the default. When we scroll down, we can see that there's a single allocation record for the unrestricted fund of $100. This is the most common situation, that when gifts come in, you're going to want to associate them likely with an unrestricted fund that your organization can use. But let's look at another scenario where the donor has a specific request that they want to make for how their funds are to be allocated within the organization. Let's make this gift for $300, and in this case, we'll attribute it to that Save the Animals campaign we were looking at a moment ago. We'll choose the campaign, and we'll do nothing else but click Save for this particular gift. Now we see that the Animal Hospital Fund has been appropriately selected as the primary because it is associated with the Save the Animals campaign. When we scroll down, we still see just one row in the allocations table, the Animal Hospital Fund for $300. But in this scenario, the donor actually had some additional requests for how they might split this gift. What they've asked to do is they want to put some of the monies towards an unrestricted fund, so we'll check that one off, and they want to put some towards a special facility that is being created. You can see with the type ahead functionality that all of the funds that your organization have, which could be many, are quickly pulled up. Now I can see on the right that I have automatically distributed these evenly, but per their request, they want to make this $200 towards Animal Hospital Fund, and the math up top is letting me know, oh, you are over allocated by $100. So let's make this one to 50 and make this one to 50, and now it lets me know that we're all lined up. We can go ahead and click Save. I save the allocations, and now when I scroll down, I'll see that there are 3 rows in the allocations table: the Animal Hospital Fund, unrestricted, and the restricted new facility, all appropriately. So a single gift of $300 for this organization is being split between 3 funds. And this is what your bookkeeper cares about. Your bookkeeper wants to know how much money is going to be associated with which fund in the accounting system, from which donation, and from which entity. In this case, it's the Emilia Crawford and William George Jenner's household. If this had been made by a company, that would have been listed here as well. Now we see here that this particular allocation has not yet been posted. We're going to cover posting in another video. Thanks for watching.